So, the recent World of Warships patch, I think it was something 0.8, has put in a massive overhaul to how carriers work. So previously you had as like a top-down RTS view, and you controlled 3 to 5, maybe more in some of the higher tier squadrons, and basically just had this sort of top-down strategy view. What you get now is very, very different, and I'm going to explain it as we go because it's easier to show than it is to verbalize. But what they have also done is they have modified the tech tree. So previously there was a carrier at every tier from about 4 onwards. Now what they have done is they have taken out the odd tiered carriers, and then on the even tiers, we have a look in here, they've added a bit extra. I can't remember which one it was. One of these, probably the rocket planes, just because they didn't exist in previously, got added. So there's a few extra upgrades, and they've made it so that the cost of going 6 to 8 is higher than it would have been if I'm going 6 to 7, but lower than it would have been if you'd previously tried to go 6, 7, 8. They have reduced the grind a little bit, but yes. So I have the Shikaku, which is the tier 8 Japanese. I don't currently have any upgrades on it, although I could spend free XP to get them. I'm still learning to play the carriers like pretty much everyone else, so I'm holding off investing hugely until I'm happy, because then I know where to invest. So there is some differences between the Japanese and the Americans. So for the Japanese, we have armor-piercing bombers and torpedoes that are better dropped from further away. They take a while to sort of align the sight to be a narrow spread, but they also are pretty fast and have a decent range on them. So you tend to drop Japanese torpedoes from further away. With all the right upgrades and stuff, I think at tier 10 you can possibly get it so that your planes can drop torps outside of the range they can be detected. Which is nasty. Horribly, horribly nasty. Dropkick wants to join, so yeah, we'll get him in. Let me just flick up a be right back screen while I sort out the Discord and get him in a channel. You can enjoy looking at the pup. He doesn't actually need attention, unless you're calling Dropkick a pup, but yeah, you know. Hello.
Oh, mate, alright.
Right.
Literally just loading in now.
Okay.
I better shut your stream off as well, because I'm hearing myself.
No one wants to hear themselves.
No. I got rid of my tier 8 yesterday.
Yep. Don't like it.
Yeah. I do like it, but I dumped my tier 8, dropped back to tier 6 and got 200,000 free XP for it.
Fair enough.
And I just thought I'd just grind up my tier 8 again.
And use the free XP on some other tree.
Well, I used the free XP to get into my tier 9 French battleship.
Seems a cheeky way of doing it, but all fair.
Yeah. I could drop the Japs and Americans one more time and get into my tier 10. They give me 70k each, I think.
Right, so I'm going tier 8.
Right. Yeah, that was just the one I had selected, to be honest.
Yep.
I'm going to go for the overgrown German destroyer.
That destroyer Tirpitz.
The destroyer Tirpitz. It's got some nice AA on it, so should help. I'm noticing a lot of carriers, but barely any destroyers of recent. Obviously, the weekend might change things, but
They get spotted. Oh, there's a load of destroyers. Oh, we're in a tier 10 game.
I should have bought my tier 10.
I'm just going to do a check, see if my mute button works.
Yeah, that's fine.
You hear me? No, we can't. Good. Right, so now I can explain the carriers without him having to listen to me waffle on. So at the bottom you can see we've got a different array of buttons to anybody that would have remembered the old way. So for number 1 is rocket planes, number 2 is torpedo bombers, number 3 is dive bombers. The numbers above them are how many you have in a, call it a flight, or sort of in reserve, I guess is probably a better thing. The number actually on the icon is how many are in the actual flight that takes off. You then have your repair thing for your ship, and the bit to the right of that is fighters. Fighters are now not something you actually control yourself.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Still go into that view to control your ship. So anybody getting spotted near the carrier, it auto deploys fighters to fight them, and your planes that take off can. So if I launch my rocket planes, you can see I can also push T here on this plane to call fighters to my current position, and they will come in and patrol for a bit and automatically just shoot down some stuff. So we can push A and D to swing left and right. We can slow our speed down with S. We can boost it with W. That consumes boost, which is the little green bar to the left on the reticule. We push R down the bottom. I believe that replenishes the boost. You see the 3 little icons of the rockets, the torpedoes and the bombs down in the bottom right. So the 4 out of 12 is how many rocket planes we have ready on the carrier right now to take off. So that will replenish slowly over time.
Fighter airborne.
See the enemy planes here. Dropkick's chucking up his fighters to try and shoot them down. Gonna call in some fighters to that vague location to try and give them some protection.
Fighter airborne.
We've seen at the moment is battleships that I don't really want to go near because the Tirpitz has some silly anti-aircraft. There will be some destroyers around somewhere. Probably who I really want to go for. With the rockets here. Not great against armoured targets. Cleveland, again, that's another American anti-aircrafty beastie. Possibly not the worst one, but there are better things for me to try and shoot at. We can now hide behind islands is the other thing. Ships can't shoot you through an island. They used to be able to, now they cannot. You can actually sneak attack from cover. Hello, right, it's going into attack mode. Some of the planes peel off. Get a nice little targeting reticule. One of the planes got shot down. Missed. That was bad. Yeah, so we lost that squadron. Ran into a massive wall of AA. It's a high tier game. You don't have a limit on the planes now. You know, there's an unlimited amount of planes that can take part in a battle, so you never get to the point where a carrier is out of planes and can't do anything. The only difference is you have to wait for them to replenish. So you can see down in that bottom bit the numbers replenishing slowly.
I don't know if you can hear it. If you can, I do apologise, but my dog feels like howling today, so I'm going to have to...
That's fine, I can't hear anything. My rockets didn't go so well. The battleships they've got back here have a lot of anti-aircraft.
Yeah. I've hit that. You want to stay away from that cruiser just at the back of sea there. Apparently I'm spotted by the world.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire.
Apparently they can see me to shoot me down and I can't see them.
We're under attack. Returning.
Yeah, they're just grouping together. I've noticed that this patch has done that. People group together a lot more now.
Tirpitz by itself on the far right.
Okay, I'll go give it a try with the bombers.
Obviously he's got good AA, but
yeah,
it's better than 4 ships worth.
Airborne.
Something sneaking around the right of D. Let's see if I can work out how these dive bombers work. I haven't managed to actually hit anything with these yet.
I'm getting brutalised over
Ah,
here.
that turpits. Okay. Bought a load of torps off the Igumo.
By the time you get there, it should have popped its heel then. My secondaries are hitting him as well.
It's just hard turned.
We're under attack.
He's on fire.
Come on, dive bombers.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Ah, missed.
Apparently my fire caught him. Oh, killed him, sorry.
No, I still can't get these dive bombers to work right.
They're quite hard to use. I wasn't the biggest fan, if I'm totally honest.
No, you sort of click and they climb up, but you've got no indication of how far they're going to take to climb up.
Yeah, that's the issue I was running into.
Autopilot mode enabled. Autopilot mode disabled.
Oh Christ, I've just noticed you got Clevelands against you and everything. You
Oh
got
yeah,
no hope.
this is a horribly anti-plane game.
Try and hit that Cleveland.
Maintaining present course.
This was the worst possible combination of ships for me to try and demonstrate.
Yeah. Oh, we're bringing down their battleships quite nicely.
Yeah, that Bismarck's going down, although he just took out the oh, there's a Haragumo took out the turpits.
Autopilot
Let's see
mode
what's D
enabled.
weight.
Conqueror just floating around at the back there, but there's cruisers somewhere.
Doesn't help, we got a destroyer sat behind me.
Ah, he was lobbing torps at the turpits. I think he's just recovering his position. There's that Cleveland.
Set a smoke screen.
Incoming torpedo planes on you.
Yeah, I've seen them. It shouldn't be a massive issue. I've got my AA pointing that way.
Cleveland
Nice.
down. Worcester.
Taking fighter airborne.
Wow, they hurt.
Oh, they didn't arm quick enough.
There is nasty anti-aircraft coming from everywhere.
I need help. Under attack.
I'm sort of committed now.
Taking fire. Engaging enemy.
Did I get a torp off? I can't tell. No, I don't think I did. Try these dive bombers again.
Maintaining present
No,
course.
I'm taking a torpedo. I'm dead.
Where's the rest of our team?
Oh, I got the destroyer before I went.
Change where I'm flying to. Right. Masashi.
We're under attack.
Yeah, they light up like no one's
Approaching
business.
target.
Okay, and then diving, diving, diving.
Taking fire.
Double hit.
Yeah, it was good enough.
And then the rest of the squadron got murdered while I was doing it.
He's taking some torps though. He's flooding.
I have done terrible this game.
The bombers are what I'm struggling with. The rockets aren't that bad if you hit them from the side, because you can like multi-flame them. I'll be back in a second, sorry.
Fighter airborne. We're under attack. Engaging enemy. We're under attack. Returning. Engaging enemy.
Just everything's got crazy AA.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Our victory is in sight.
I've got torpedo bomber wing ready, I guess.
Our team has taken the lead. Maintaining present course.
No, it's typical. She's around the corner, so I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, there.
Alright, yeah, take care. Cheers, mate.
Alright, let's see if we can't get a nice little shot on this
Engaging enemy.
Conqueror. Go on, dive, 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 dive.
Returning. Taking fire.
We got the tops off. Let's whether they're going to hit or not. I think he may have been quicker than I anticipated. Ah, missed.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Alright, let's get up and get this destroyer if we can.
Airborne.
Something else took him out. And there's a Minotaur back there, which is what's been murdering me when I come this way with the anti-aircraft. Alright, Minotaur or Conqueror? Minotaur or Conqueror? Probably do better against the Minotaur. Probably something still in that smoke there, though.
Taking fire. Approaching target. Under attack. Returning.
Right. So you get the idea now. We just need to find a game where I can actually, you know, not get horribly murdered. So I was just on the Discord app. container. What did we get? 24 hours premium. Whee! Alright, let's try this again solo queue. See if we get a better matchmaking. More immediate matchmaking, at least. Nope, hey, it's a boatload of tier 10s. Really? Hey, defense 83, 59, 71, 73, 94. We're keeping away from Minotaurs. 72, 72, 7. So we're basically hunting the Yamato and destroyers.
Let's give them a
Autopilot
hard
mode
time.
enabled.
Present course.
World of Warships matchmaking is usually alright. It has a newer system which falls apart a bit at tier 10. But usually it's like a couple of top tiers, a few more medium tiers, and then a load of bottom tiers. I think World of Tanks got better as well. But yeah, it collapses horribly at about this point. Enemy planes are on the other side over there on the right, look. At least get some points for spotting everything.
Taking fire.
Oh, okay. We're taking AA fire before we can see what's shooting us. Because that's how it works. The big old ship can shoot up into the air before the thing in the air can see what's firing. Out of his fighter squadron range.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
Taking fire.
There's that destroyer there.
Engaging
Come here.
Taking fire. Returning.
3 hits, nice. Don't remember if the Dodonskoy. Wow. Like I said, I don't remember if the Dodonskoy has good AA, but something else certainly does. Yeah. All right then.
Maintaining present course.
I do like what they've tried to do with the carriers, but I think possibly the anti-aircraft is a little excessive.
Good game, everyone.
At these higher tiers anyway. It might not be so bad at the lower tiers. Probably doesn't help I don't have the upgraded planes, as I'm sure the upgraded planes have more armor. destroyer's probably hiding in that smoke, so let's go pay a visit. Although that de Grosse has actually put himself in a bad position because he has to go round that island. Problem is he has a lot of AA. Oh, Yamato. That, however, surrounded by friends.
Taking fire. Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
Come on. One of those should hit. One.
Fire on the enemy warship.
Cool. We don't see how much damage because it was already out of vision, but we know we hit the Yamato.
Airborne.
Question is, do I try the Yamato again? I'll get seen from further away with these ones. I don't have a heal to keep them alive. I'm going to go for him again. I'm going to trigger my dive just in front of him. Like on his nose.
Taking fire. Taking fire.
Boom. And then get murdered by everything else. Ah, well. Let's keep making his day hell.
Airborne.
Probably
Autopilot mode enabled.
leave. Yeah, so the dive bombers for the Japanese with the armor piercing, depending when in the dive you drop them, depends how, like, penetrating they are. So you have to drop them near the top of the dive to get the highest penetration.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Waypoint reached.
Alright, beginning the attack run.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Taking fire. Returning. All stations. Concentrate fire on the target.
A turn to avoid them.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
That one should be better, I think.
Waypoint reached.
Ah, didn't lead him enough.
Airborne.
Frustrating. Let's go for this cruiser this time, I think.
We're under attack. Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
Oh, 6 hits. Yes, please.
Engaging enemy.
No. We got some nice damage out of that one.
Airborne.
That Donskoy should go down.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
The Gross has got the right direction for me. Just whether I can keep vision on him.
Taking
The
fire.
Yamato.
Engaging enemy.
One hit. No, I don't have enough planes for that, so we're back to rockets again.
Maintaining present course.
So you got the DeGrosse there behind the island. I put the island between me and him. Ah, he's got planes up. Spot a plane though.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
I'll get away from him. Cool. Destroyer. Prioritize that.
Engaging enemy.
Down to a single plane. No, even he didn't make it. Yeah, it's not going well for our team. So for my own safety, I need to deal with that destroyer. Ames seems to have spotted something nasty over there. The Minotaur's got good health. There's a lot of friendly talks.
I need intelligence data.
Airborne.
kind of destroyer is it? Yang. Ah, looks like our other cruisers about to try and sink the carrier. St. Louis. Need to get a better angle to dive bomb. I need to come from the front or the back.
Waypoint reached.
Oh, they've killed the Republic.
Fighter airborne.
Don't need to worry about that. They were either on the Yamato or the carrier.
Is in sight.
Really need to watch out for that destroyer though. Alright, there's the carrier. Let's go for this Yamato.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
I need intelligence data.
We're under attack.
Engaging enemy.
Taking fire.
Ah, gonna lose this plane. There we go. Alright, let's send the rocket planes up to look for this destroyer.
Airborne. I need intelligence data.
Yes, yes, I'm on it.
We're under attack. Engaging enemy. Under attack. Turning. Engaging enemy.
Nope, can't see him.
Returning.
I'm basically running for the southeast corner of the map now. Need those planes to get back. Oh no.
Fighter airborne.
Come on, Minotaur, survive.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Okay, the Minotaur sunk that.
Airborne.
So we should now win on points. Because we got 2 cap circles. That went a bit better. Still not a great map for, or a team composition for me to actually achieve much. But that's just the way of things. What do these add? Extra aircraft per squadron, extra hit points, more rockets, restoration time drops. Maximum, yeah, so these are all significant upgrades. Which I then can't afford because money. I've one more go. Are kamikaze bombers a thing? No. Probably due to the, you know, ramifications behind putting that in. Ah, that's a much better matchmaking. See, look, tier 6s instead of tier 10s. How much more effective do you think my stuff's going to be? If the answer's not at all, then, well, there's a problem. Probably with me.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I've only got one destroyer. Who do I want to chuck up? Probably still rocket planes.
Battle starts.
Go there instead.
Maintaining present course.
Problem is, from what I've seen, having larger squadrons doesn't actually help, because all it means is that, yes, you're guaranteed to get your first attack off, but then just more and more planes die as you have to try and circle around after your first run on something. My planes have been detected, but can't see what's detecting them, so that's going to be a destroyer somewhere. What's a double carrier game? Lexington and a Ryujo.
Let's give them a hard time. Fighter airborne.
Gonna protect our destroyers here by dropping fighters over them.
Fighter airborne.
Scharnhorst, that will have ridiculous anti-aircraft, keeping well away from that. So will the knives now. Ah, Ryujo's hiding back there somewhere.
We're under attack.
Just away from those fighters.
Approaching target.
Hello. Ah, that hill screwed me.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
Nah. Here are the torpedo planes.
Airborne.
In reality, they would have dived steeper to get that rocket attack off, but can't control it, so don't get a choice. Ah, Mr. Fuso. You appear to be a prime target.
Taking fire. Approaching target. Returning to ship. We're under attack.
Single hit. Don't think the second one has.
Engaging enemy. Returning to ship. Taking fire.
Those are good though.
Maintaining present course.
Sending up the dive bombers. I'm gonna move myself down there.
Autopilot mode enabled.
That Fuso is not long for this world. Nagato's a higher tier than him. He's going in for the kill. Super close. Oh, like that. Cleveland's a nasty AA ship. Don't want to deal with him. He's screening me out. I'm trying to buzz around the side of the map. He's blocking, but I should be quicker than him, so. Depends what range he's got on his AA guns. Won't be able to follow my angle much more because there's an island in his way. Alright, Mr. Ryujo, where are you hiding? Still behind this island? Yeah. Got fighters up, which is expected.
Engaging enemy. Under attack. Returning to ship.
Oh, come on.
Fighter airborne.
Waypoint reached.
No.
Destination reached.
Hey. Okay. Send out torpedo bombers. There's a battleship in the middle.
Maintaining present course.
Scharnhorst and Nyes now though, both nasty. Did I just spot? How did I just spot it?
Autopilot mode enabled.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship. Taking fire. Engaging enemy. Returning to ship. Taking fire.
One of those should hit. Oh, maybe not. He might just dodge it.
We're under attack. Approaching target. Fighter airborne.
Oh, I couldn't click the button. Wouldn't zoom in quick enough.
Airborne.
Alright, let's take the rockets over to fight the Ryuju. At the very least I can spot him for the Edinburgh. Got some fighters for him.
Fighter airborne.
There's the other carrier.
We're under attack. Engaging enemy. We're under attack. Returning to ship.
8 hits with a fire.
Approaching target.
Turn, planes, turn! Ah. Nope, we're gonna lose again.
Returning. We're under attack.
By the dive bombers on the enemy carrier that's closer.
Maintaining present course.
Waypoint
I think the ones we called back are going to get shot down by that Scharnhorst. Oh no, things that are returning at altitude can't get shot down. I remember now. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes heading for the Lexington. He should be done for. To the point where I'm not even sure I want to bother trying to bomb him.
Fire.
Nah, he's done. There's that Scharnhorst.
Our team is taking the lead.
The hell just murdered me?
Returning to ship.
Aye.
Maintaining present course.
autopilot mode enabled.
Our victory is in sight.
Richelieu's nearly dead. What's the other battleship like? New Mexico. It's on full health, but the bar at the top means we should win soon. So I may not get a chance to hit another one. Oh, no, we just lost a ship, so I should get a chance now.
Approaching target. We're under attack. Returning to
Still might miss that if he's going faster than I predicted. Maybe not. Double hit, force flooding. Nice.
approaching target. Returning. Taking fire.
Oh, he did. Nice. Alright, that was a much better game. Not based on this at all, but actually hit some things with the torpedoes. Alright, and so that is where I would leave the carrier first look, you like. Seems you definitely want to get these upgrades as soon as possible. And maybe they still need to tweak the damage rate of anti-aircraft, but we'll see. It's, you know, it's their first pass at it. They will balance and tweak as they go.